Something is happening beneath Indonesia right now, and people are noticing it for a reason. A major earthquake struck near North Maluku and the northern Molucca Sea, widely reported around 7.4 to 7.6 magnitude, and it was strong enough to trigger a tsunami warning, small tsunami waves, damage reports, and a long chain of aftershocks that kept the region on edge. And this is what makes the story so intense. It was not just one violent jolt and then silence. It was a major offshore earthquake in one of the most active seismic zones on Earth, followed by dozens of aftershocks, including several strong enough to keep people nervous long after the first shaking stopped. Reports say small tsunami waves were recorded, the warning was later lifted, and at least one person was killed as damage was reported in parts of North Sulawesi and North Maluku. That is the part people need to understand. When a quake this strong hits near Indonesia, the danger is not always over when the first alert ends. People start asking whether more aftershocks are coming, whether buildings are still safe, whether the sea is really calming down, whether the next strong jolt is already loading nearby. And the truth is, the ground in that region is still adjusting. Early disaster reporting said at least 18 aftershocks above 4.0 had already been recorded, ranging from 4.4 up to 6.2, and later reporting said the overall aftershock count had climbed to around 93. So this is not just a one-number story, this is an active seismic sequence still in motion. Now, some people are trying to connect this to solar activity, but here is the reality. There is no proven scientific evidence that solar flares or magnetic storms cause earthquakes. The U.S. Geological Survey says earthquakes are driven by processes inside the Earth, and they would still happen even if solar flares and magnetic storms stopped. So what is the real reason this is happening? Indonesia sits in the ring of fire, where tectonic plates are constantly colliding, diving, and releasing stress. That is why this region sees powerful earthquakes more often than most of the world. This was not space weather causing the Earth to snap. This was the Earth doing what this part of the planet is known for doing, and doing it violently. And that is why this story matters. Because when one major quake hits, followed by wave activity, damage, casualties, and a swarm of aftershocks, people stop looking at it like a single event. They start looking at the whole region. They start wondering what is next. They start watching the fault lines. They start paying attention to every new shake over 4.0, and especially anything stronger, because once the Earth reminds you how much power it still has, every aftershock feels personal. So tonight's headline is simple. A major earthquake struck near Indonesia. The tsunami warning was real. Small waves were recorded. Damage and at least one death have been reported. At least 18 aftershocks above 4.0 were recorded early in the sequence, and the total aftershock count later climbed much higher. And while people online blame solar activity, the science does not support that. If you want more breaking Earth and severe weather updates without the nonsense, follow now, like this video, and share it with somebody watching Indonesia tonight.